Hey Aries, welcome back to my channel. My name is Kim Enchantress and I'm here to do music reading for you. So this is for the musicians, any Aries that are a musician, whether you're in a solo act, a duo or a full band, this is for you. Now I'm doing this as we all know that a lot of the musicians have been in isolation and struggling to find creativity to something new because they're not able to connect with an audience, so they've been going on the internet and trying to express themselves that way. Now I've picked the moon as the significator card because this is about creativity. This represents artist, and I've picked some musical instruments here, so you may be a drummer, guitarist, a singer, or you play piano or another instrument. Now, this is what you put into your music. And this is using the Lenormand cards here, Aries. This is the bear and the woman. And this is you more focusing on financial affairs for the act that you're in. This is you finding money situations and managerial positions. So taking control of managing the act that you are or that you're in and controlling all the financial situation. Now, what inspires your best work here, Aries? And we have the fish. So this is possibly an independent small business that you are running. What inspires you is when you get a sale, so when you get a gig, when you get a new venue to perform at. This is you freelancing and being an entrepreneur here, so going with the flow. And what your music inspires in others is the whip. So they see that you're very hardworking, that you push yourself to go that little bit further here, Aries, and just be careful that you don't tip into the abuse side of things. Arguments sort of thing, because there is a argumentative atmosphere that may be around you, and you may have to fight and struggle to get what you want within a music family. Now this is about competition, and it is high around this time. Now we've all been in isolation, and this is possibly everybody getting ready to come out and perform again. So it's about taking action, and it's a lot of competition out there, definitely. So the message from your muse, and this is your source of inspiration. It could be a spirit guide or who inspires you, but the message from them is definitely coming from a man who's very masculine, has masculine energies. Now this could be a passed on musician that's giving you a force flow or giving you creative ideas of how to move forward. Now I have picked a card from the fairy forest, and we have the fairy Norn that's come through for you. And this is about planning ahead, being patient and being cooperative. It's a beautiful card there, but I'm going to read a little bit of what it's about for you. Now, it is time to be careful, precise and considered about what you do and what you say. It is time to share wisely, to look around very carefully, and to consider what patterns of your life will be going forward. It is time to do small and very precise things each day that will increase the stability in your world. It is time for the small, the everyday to be cared for, observed and known, and for all the loose ends of life to be tied up neatly one by one. Time to clutter and some chaos about you. Now there is no blame in that. The fairy Norn knows for all our lives well lived hold such things, but your job now is to begin to tidy up your life, to shape it and to make it into a form that is more contained, more organized, and somewhat and somehow for all of this control more free. For when you introduce the order, the chaos no longer eat away at precious reserves of time, emotion, and not squandered in the pretty dramas that humans love to dally with. And you know what must be done, carefully, precisely, and with clear intent, to bring the next change and shape into your life. Do this and watch your fate simultaneously reveal the transform itself. So that's a beautiful message. So this is what's coming through and could be possibly hindering your progress forward. Now, we have the also, I've got a card from the Animal Tarot cards, and we've got the Hermit. This is a major arcana, so very important here, Aries. I'm going to just pop it up here. Now, take time for contemplation, pretty much what the Fairy Norn is saying, to retreat and go within. Be a beacon for others on their path, and it's for enlightenment. So let me just read a little bit for the Hermit for you. So spiritual enlightenment here, Aries. The spark of inspiration, the light within, being a light for others, believing in the magic of life. So people are being inspired and trying to follow your footsteps. Now the Hermit is one of the most misunderstood cards in the tarot. Understandably, people think it means being alone, and sometimes it does, but more often though, it reflects an inward journey of exploration and discovery. So that's what we've been doing while the eclipse has been going on this month. It is true that spiritual inspiration frequently comes from meditation and the enjoyment of peaceful solitude, but just as often it comes through learning from an enlightened teacher or mentor. So this imaginary traditional tarot gives the appearance that a hermit is alone on a mountaintop. In reality, he's holding up his lamp so that many seekers climbing the mountain can find him and the enlightenment he offers. For this reason, the firefly representing the light within and flashes of great spiritual insight and inspiration is the perfect symbol of this card's message. Now, fireflies ask us to follow their example and shine our divine light for all to see. And just as the seeker is never alone, our fireflies have gathered in a great number in order to show you just how magical life can be. So that's a beautiful message that's coming through. Now, we'll go into the current position. What's happening now for you, Aries? We've got the fish, the moon, and the broom. So you're basically making money off creative endeavours. So it's telling you to take action. Now this could be your music family, training, rehearsing, doing creative work. Now the feelings could be challenging, especially in the eclipse season. So that's what's going on at the moment. Now what I'm feeling for you is there's an entrepreneur, someone who freelances. Now this is someone who is hired by you or hires you as a freelancer, a business person, and also training themselves to become better. So it's someone that is giving you advice, perhaps. And it's a man that you possibly know. They're emotional and creative. Now it could be a Gemini, it could be a Cancerian. Now, underneath the deck, we have the Fox. So this is definitely a job card, but it's also about making ends meet, putting food on the table, and a lot of the musicians have lost money over this last 3-month period. Now, Aries, it's asking you to keep an eye out. Don't be ever trusting, and don't be over trusting or give too much away. You need to keep your wits about you at all times. Now, there is a lot of competition out there, and that's what I'm feeling for this reading. Now, I do feel like there is definitely a businessman. He's going with the flow. He's very protective of what he does, but he's taking action and he's bettering himself. So this is someone in your life, someone in your band family, so to speak, but it's telling you to retreat for a little while, go within, do some more planning, Be cooperative with whoever is in your family of musicians. And once you get this magical insight, you're going to shine the light for everyone else to follow. So you're going to be the beacon that everyone wants to be here, Aries. So that's a beautiful message for whoever it's meant to go out to. Beautiful Aries musicians, always the leader and definitely in control and managerial type positions. So maybe this is you looking after the band, perhaps. So I hope this helps, Aries. Good luck, and hopefully I'm feeling around the 11th day of the month. It could be within a couple of months, could be in July, is when things are going to start happening for you again. Love and blessings. Bye for now.